Hey everybody, welcome back to Stags Reacts. All right, we have a little soccer video for you today. It looks like some U8 recreational league, I'm assuming. Judging by the size of the players, they're probably under 8 years old, 6, 7 year olds, maybe just turning 8. This is actually the first age group I've ever coached, and one of my favorites, Under 8 to under 11 are my favorite age groups to coach. The kids are so happy. They have so much fun, and they learn a lot in those stages too. And I love to teach the technical skills for those players: how to dribble, how to shoot, how to put your feet right, coordination. Those are just such a fun group to work with. So, all right, so let's get to it. We have angry parents, so let's see what that's all about. A lot of angry parents in soccer all the time, so it's not surprising. Alrighty, yep, we got bunch ball. So at these age groups, you're going to see a lot of bunch ball, they call it. The ball's like a big toy, and the kids love to follow the toy around, and everybody wants that toy, right? So we got the bunch ball going. Get it, come on. Hey, first off, I can kind of see the need for it to help, but I don't like coaches on the field. I don't think the coach should be on the field. I don't care if the kids are 4, 5, 6 years old. Now, one thing I don't see is a lot of these coaches aren't sitting there yelling at the kids and telling them what to do as they're playing the game, kind of like the parents are. So that's a plus. If these coaches were like up these, after these kids the whole game, go and do this, do that, that would really bug me, because think about yourself running around out there and you got 50 friggin' people yelling, get it, pass, shoot, do this, do that. It can't be fun for a kid to be hearing that while they're playing. So let's try to zip it up a little bit more as parents and just kind of cheer. Kick it. Yeah, they know to kick it.
Be ready, Will. Nice.
Go to the goal.
Ooh, nice touch. Yeah, this kid's good. Wow, good job. That kid knows what he's doing. Kick it. I love when people tell them to kick it like they don't know that's what they're supposed to be doing. You guys really got to take it easy with the yelling. Like, you sound kind of silly. I know it's easy to get caught up in the moment, and you want your kid to succeed, you want your kid to do well, but they don't know what you're saying. You sound like, when you say kick it, I mean, that sounds stupid. The kids know they're supposed to kick the ball, so find something else to say. I don't know.
Come on, kick it out of there, Will! Yeah!
Use your whistle, Rob!
Ooh. Okay, now they want to start yelling at the young teenager over there that, they're standing there not really doing much, not really officiating the game. But, you see the coaches, they're kind of taking more control of the game than the referee is. They're like putting the ball, they're telling the kids where the corner kick is, they're telling the kids it's a goal kick, where to throw in, when the referee could be doing that. And by the referee doing that, teaching the children, they're kind of empowering themselves, kind of showing everybody else on the field, the parents, the coaches, that, hey, I'm in charge of this game. So as a referee, you are in charge of the game. You're number one as far as being in charge. But that wasn't even a foul. That was 50-50. The goalie went down for the ball as the player came in at the exact same time. So there's no foul there. But the parents yelling out like that is totally inappropriate. Use your whistle.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, okay. Now we're going to get profane. Close.
How many times are you going to allow it? Jesus Christ!
Up in the goalie. Oh, God. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Then have your kids stop kicking the goalie.
He's got to have possession of the ball for
Oh, Christ. Here we go.
The other person is right across the field, so she's like, well, have your kids stop kicking the goalie. And the guy said, well, you got to have possession of the ball before it's a foul. And then he is correct. Both of those were 50-50. The second one was just a tad bit late, but not really enough to warrant calling a foul. We're getting a little crazy, a little out of hand when we don't really need to be. And look what happens. They yell out, and they're, Jesus Christ, and quit kicking our goalie. And what's that's going to do? That's going to upset a parent on the other side of the field, and obviously it did. They yelled back, and that could just escalate the whole situations. Just don't comment on players, parents. You know, you're going to piss people off, and bad stuff's going to happen. Just take it easy. Let the referee do their job. You have two coaches out there. I mean, they should be more than capable of handling the situation if you think something's not going the right way. But, you know, it's indicative of the culture. You know, nobody wants to sign up to be a coach, and everybody wants to come on the game days and talk about how the coach should do things differently and, you know, get involved and tell the kids what to do, you know, while they don't help out in any way, you know, during the season except on game day. So, you know, those kind of people really annoy me a lot. They're not hard to deal with them. You really just need to tell them to knock it off, and they'll listen for the most part. But, you know, if you're one of those people, once you sign up to coach, go take some coaching courses, go study, learn how to be a coach, and learn the correct way to teach kids. Unbelievable. Actually, I had a... And, like, what do people think? Like, you know, these kids, like, if you even told them, hey, you can't kick the goalie, like, they don't even really know what that means. I had an under-9 girls team one time, and we were playing it indoor. It was after the regular season, and I always signed my teams up to play indoor during the wintertime. And we had a couple of incidents like that, and my girl was, you know, 50-50, or maybe she was a little late getting to the ball, you know, when it went to the goalie's hands. And after the game, the coach came up to me and was all, what's the big idea? You letting your player kick our goalie? I said, what are you talking about? I said, how would I let anybody kick your goalie? Like I told my player to go and kick the goalie, and like 9-year-old kids have the exact perfect timing that they can make it like kick the goalie at the exact time the ball went there. That's just random, like, odds that happening anyways. The guy kept just like getting into it. Finally I said, you know, what do you want to do about it? You know, then he finally shut up. Usually fine when you put people in a position like, what you know, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? You want to sit here and just argue back and forth? Like, what are you going to do about it, dude? Then he shut up. So, but I've had that happen before where people get all pissed off. You know, they're just mad and they don't think about what they're doing or what they're saying. It's my take. Kids are going to get hurt. You can't prevent that. You can't sign your kid up for a contact sport. You're like, oh, they're going to get hurt. They could get hurt. Bunch ball, baby. Bunch ball. I think that's pretty much it. So, your typical U8 game, this is how the kids will play, unless, you know, when you're competitive, like when you do rec, you sign up, you have a couple weeks of practice, and you start playing games, right? When you do competitive, you're playing, some clubs are all year round, so you're playing all year round. Like these kids would have signed up for tryouts in April, and then you train, and then this, you know, if this was a fall game, the games start like at the end of August, the beginning of September. So, you know, they would have been practicing for all those months. They would have played a couple tournaments. They might have played in a spring league. They would have a lot more experience and a lot more practice where the coach could actually teach skills, technique, dribbling, and all that kind of stuff. And these kids, they haven't had that yet. So if you really want your kids to do well in soccer, get them started young with a coach who knows what he's doing, as far as training, teaching them the correct technique, dribble, pass, shoot, all those basics. It's like math, when you start addition and subtraction, the more you do, then you can go on to the next step. You can go on to division, then multiplication, on and on and on. Same thing with soccer, same thing with learning anything. So this is typical, but it could be improved with more playing, more practice. You're not going to get anywhere practicing 1 hour a week and then you go play a game. It's just not going to make you a better player. Now, there are players that grow up and they don't even play soccer until they're 12 years old and they do well. So those are anomalies. Those are the exception, not the rule. The rule is you got to put those 10,000 hours in to be great at something, right? So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. We didn't see too much craziness, but I think this gives me a chance to break down the U8 level a little bit. And then we got to see some parents, which you're really not supposed to be doing. Avoid yelling, shoot, run, pass. I know it's hard, but let the coach the game. And, the loudest person, the biggest yeller, that don't be impressed by those type of coaches. They're over there screaming the whole game. Yeah, that's our coach. That's what we want them to do, They should be passionate. They should get into it. They should, be instructing the kids, I think. But screaming at people and just shouting nonsense is not the way to go about it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this reaction video. We'll keep this going. Let me know if you want to see some more stuff, and sign off. Stags Reacts. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment.